Okay, Gemini. First card out is have confidence. Honestly, what I feel with this is that you do feel very confident. This feels like a very empowered energy of preparation. It's like there's no stopping you. You know what needs to get done and you're doing it. You know that there's a big shift in it. You're ready for it. Even though there are unknown components, people, opportunities, you feel it, and spiritually you've leveled up, and you are just, you're making space. You're doing what you need to do until everything manifests the way you want it and you need it into the physical realm. There's a lot of confidence. There's high level self-esteem here. If you're not feeling quite so confident heading into this new energy and this new season and this new year ahead, Gemini, be working on solar plexus. I am feeling for some of you that chakra is a little out of whack, but it's super simple, really easy. Okay, you'll be feeling very confident in May, especially toward the end of May when we truly step into Gemini season. The universe has your back regardless. Center of the reading, okay? Center of the reading, we have creative projects. So for many of you, it's a creative project that you're launching, and you know that it's big. You've maybe already made some headway. You've gotten some exposure. You've gotten really beautiful reviews here, but you haven't launched it worldwide. You haven't put stuff, you haven't put your work online. It's been small groups of people you've gotten really positive responses from. There's a huge spotlight on this project, this new business, especially for those of you who are creative souls. You will be out there. You may have some Aquarius in your chart as well. That's a big energy for Aquarius. It does come through a little different for Gemini. Gemini, it feels like you're still in the process of working and preparing for this to launch. If you have Aquarius in your chart, you may be a little ahead of the rest of Geminis now, a little ahead of the ball, because Aquarius, they're a little further down that road right now than Geminis. But it's happening. Whatever you're working on, this idea that you're trying to bring to fruition, it's happening, and universe wants you to do it. That idea, those visions, that passion, it's not random. You're not being careless. You're not being unrealistic. If something didn't work out in the past, it's okay. It wasn't the time. Now is the time. It had to do with the evolution of your soul, of your spirit, other factors of other people that needed to be involved, other people's free will, universe aligning you with other people who are willing to commit to launching this as well, okay? Everything aligns now. And there's something major in the fall for sure, Gemini. But you'll feel and see this energy come to fruition sooner. It's really important, though, especially for my creative Geminis out there. You have to finish this project. You have to. For some of you, you finished something halfway, but you haven't launched it. You're not ready to launch it. A part of this preparation energy is tying up loose ends, finishing projects, get everything ready to go. So when that breakthrough comes through, whether that's in May, whether that's in September or October, make sure you are ready to go before the end of May, okay? The quicker you finish this, the easier universe will be able to manifest this, okay? And that breakthrough, the opportunity that you need full circle for you. If you prolong getting this done, and this will be for a few of you, Gemini, okay? I think for the most of you, I'm feeling it's very confident energy and you're really on it, okay? But for a few Gemini, I'm feeling like you're not sure. There are some fears that are blocking this. There's some procrastination. If you continue to procrastinate, you'll miss this blessing, and it's just too big to miss. Following creative project here is love. For those of you where love has shifted, family has shifted, this love is overflowing into all areas of your life. Your heart feels full. Geminis are calling in very quickly, very high-level partners and soulmates, not just in romantic love, but in friendship, soul family. Geminis are really, really connecting to soul family at this time. But there's just love across the board. It's not just who you love, but you're doing what you love. And for so many of you, that's what brings you back to this. What you were doing wasn't fulfilling you, your soul, your life purpose. Now's the time to launch this. For those of you that don't consider yourself creatives, what is that business? What is that idea? What is it that you love? Part of the preparation in May heading into Gemini season is getting clear with what it is that you love. What makes you happy? What do you like to do, whether you're getting paid for it or not? What is it that you truly love? What are you passionate about? Even if it seems like a silly little side project, It's not. It's not a silly little side project. Right now, this is being spotlighted. If you are moving forward with careers and projects that they're okay, there'll probably be some money in it, but you're not really passionate, you're missing the point of how blessed this energy is. This isn't a money pursuit, okay? There will be a ton of abundance here, especially by the fall for you, Gemini, if you launch this soon. But it's about what you love. You're rooted in what you love. Now, for those of you who feel like career's on point, love hasn't come full circle yet, it's by having the confidence to launch what you love and commit to what you love and work. And being able to tap into what you love every day, it brings you so much joy. It'll help you manifest romantic love at a much higher level into your life too. You are aligning with love. That is a big message for Gemini. Gemini, you are aligning with high level love in all you do and who you're with. Anybody who isn't fulfilling that high level love, it's lower level love, it's not quite as stable, you're going to cut those ties now. Part of that will happen, especially at the beginning of May. A lot of those people you've already been cutting ties with and closing those doors peacefully. You've been doing that though all year. You started doing this at the end of last year, okay? So it's not new. Careers that are unfulfilling, situations, homes, cities, physical health that you're just not satisfied with. You're getting answers now, you're getting healing now, but it comes from self-love, high-level love, and you're really connected and committed to that energy. Have confidence is being clarified by opportunity to forgive. What I will say, for some of you, Gemini, you have launched something in the past. It is parallel with this particular project idea that you have in mind now, and you didn't have success. It just wasn't time. Right now, as you prepare, it's very, very important that you forgive everything that you think was a failure in the past. Recognize that you learned something from that experience. Trying is never a failure. Most people never have the courage to put themselves out, to put their creative projects out, to do something off the beaten path. If you've had the courage to do that in this lifetime, there's no failure in that. For some of you, it just wasn't meant to be at that time. The platform wasn't ready. The social networks weren't ready. Something hadn't come into full alignment yet. So had you gotten some exposure in the past, it just wouldn't have launched you in the way that Spirit needs you launched, or this project, this service, this business launched, okay? Make peace with whomever didn't work out, whatever didn't work out. It wasn't meant to be. There's a lot of fated blessed energy here, but most importantly, it's rooted in love. When you start to feel that love, you tap into that healthy self-esteem. It's go time. You're preparing. I think this will be a lot easier for you to do in the month of May than it has been in past months. Okay, but make your peace with whatever you've had to say goodbye to, whatever you've had to walk away from. Even if other people around you are struggling with that a little bit, don't hold on to guilt, okay? I'm really feeling a lot of love here. So if you've had to detach from somebody, none of that feels malicious. There's nothing you need to feel bad about, okay? It's go time. You're preparing for this new year. The universe is going to ask you to be out there in some capacity. There's something you're doing that's very important right now, and you need to be surrounded with the highest vibing energy. Where people are not meeting you at that level, you need to build some healthy boundaries around that now, okay? And sometimes those healthy boundaries mean we step away from relationships and friendships or family members that are draining and kind of pulling us down, okay? But moving on, so we have creative project. Wow, this is such a beautiful energy. This is center the reading gem. Creative project is clarified by play. You love what you are doing. This project brings out that youthful Gemini energy that people really, really love, that you love. You love being able to tap in to this silly, youthful, fun energy. It's because you love what you're doing. But I'm also going to tell you this. There are people, you may not have even met the people that are going to launch this project for you. You may have already called in some new business partners, but I feel like there are people that are either coming in very soon in the very near future or that have already arrived. They appreciate this youthful energy so much. It's not an immature youthful energy. It's so well balanced, this youthful energy and this wisdom. Your optimism isn't naive. It's like you understand and yet you still choose to be optimistic. You still choose to enjoy what you're doing. You enjoy your life. You're so excited. Other people around you are picking up on this energy and it's fueling them for the better. That quality in you, Gemini, in May and in the few months ahead, people respect that so much about you. You are not just lifting yourself up. You're inspiring people. You're really inspiring people with your positivity, that beautiful, youthful, joyful energies that Geminis tap into so effortlessly, but it's your optimism too. There's such positive energy here, Gems. Are you feeling really good? This energy feels so good. The only energy that's feeling a little challenging is maybe something in the past that's been hard to let go of, but even that, it doesn't feel like weight. It really feels like energy cords. It feels like you probably have made your peace with that already. You get it. And now you just need to cleanse that energy. But this energy is it's grounded for a Gemini. It's grounded in love and in joy. That's what's so beautiful about this. You really are bringing it full circle. You're bringing something big full circle. Trust that the universe is guiding you, connecting you to people that you need to connect with to see this through to completion. Look at this. Even in love, okay? Love is being clarified by law of attraction. You are manifesting all of these blessings from a place of high level love. You are consciously manifesting from a place of high level love. That's the main message. There are many of you too. You are manifesting high level love into your life, into romantic relationships, high level love into your creative projects, new businesses, this new transition and shift that Geminis are going through. You are very conscious of love at the core. And to me, that almost feels like the most important part of all of this. Not only are you clear about what it is that you do and you don't want, but everything you're doing, even the doors that you close, you're doing it with love. So you're being rewarded with this very high level of manifestation here, Gemini. This is maybe one of the most powerful energies that I've tapped into all year long for Gemini. It's rooted in, well, first of all, so much empowerment and so much self-love, but this understanding of when we manifest from this place of love, we can manifest anything perfectly. It will actually come full circle a little quicker. I'm feeling a lot of gratitude. I'm feeling that Geminis are feeling a lot of gratitude. Those are conversations you're having with the universe, and you're really having fun. Whatever this is that sits at the center of your reading, whether it's a creative project or not, you're having fun, you're playing, and that energy is manifesting even more that you love, more celebration, more fun. And that alone is very healing. That energy alone will heal body, mind, spirit, okay? Crowning your reading. Some of this excitement is blocking messages. That's it, okay? There's nothing crazy wrong here, Gemini. Obviously, this is a beautiful reading and beautiful energy. Spirit is talking to you. Spirit is still trying to guide you, especially in those situations where you may be lacking a little bit of confidence, especially in those situations where you're not sure how to close doors because you do care about people. You still have attachments maybe to some situations, people, experiences in the past. The universe can help you. Universal will help you. First of all, exercise that free will, but also ground that energy and that excitement just a little bit. Make sure you're taking time to meditate because there are messages that are supposed to be guiding you over the next couple of months that will be helping you bring this shift and this transition full circle. Just make sure you're giving yourself the opportunity to hear those messages fully, because a lot of what is so positive here is Gemini trusting intuition, Gemini being more clairvoyant than ever, Gemini really listening to inner child even. But just make sure you're not too excited that you're missing messages, but really overall this is so beautiful. And I want to show you this because we talked about there were certain things that didn't work out in the past because timing was a factor. Bottom of the deck, we have perfect timing followed by joy. Okay, I'm actually going to pull one more bottom of the deck card. This is for those of you who are having a little bit of a hard time detaching from someone or something, who maybe haven't prepared quite yet. There's still a little more work to do prior to Gemini season. You got to do it. This is why. This is what's underneath it. Joy, perfect timing. This is beautiful project, this beautiful life change coming through to completion now because you have the courage to move on from whatever it is in the past that just doesn't serve you anymore. Beautiful energy here, Gems. And obviously, this is going to overlap with love. For some of you, this joyful energy, it's because of love. It's because you have connected to a high level love, a high level soulmate. It overflows now into career, and you're just really inspired. You're really, really inspired. I'm definitely already feeling this energy, Gemini, in love. I'm feeling freedom. You feel free. You've detached from people, from situations that don't serve you. Good job, Gemini. Feel freedom. Geminis feel free in May. You feel free. You're not being weighed down by anyone or anything anymore. It's very positive and very empowered. So let's take a look. Gemini in love. Some exes have really pure intentions. They've really regrouped. Their focus has been self-love, and they can show back up and potentially be an important part of the puzzle here for you, Gem. And you will entertain anybody who is showing you growth. Real, honest to goodness growth. Intuitively, you know it's real. It's not just an illusion. But I will say this, even more powerfully, people showing up for Gemini right now from the past, especially people who haven't changed, there's no shot at fooling Gemini now. Gemini, you're too empowered. Anyone from the past who you know just isn't of your highest good, who hasn't changed, they belong in the past. You are so no nonsense about that. You are so no nonsense about people who don't belong in your life anymore. I don't feel guilt at all. It's just like this very empowered, very fierce energy. You know that twin, but it's very balanced, okay? No one's being blunt or abrupt. It's just like, I love you. I'm grateful for you. This is all that I've learned. I'll forever be grateful for that. Enjoy your life. And then you move on, okay? So if anyone's showing back up in the month of May or coming into the month of May with that old energy, expect to cut those ties once and for all. It feels like as you come into May or as you end May and head into June, there will be cords that will be permanently cut for Geminis, especially people who just are not of your highest good. Okay, Gems, let's pull some cards. Gemini in love. Love yourself first. Okay, first card out is self-love. That's why. You're rooted in self-love. There's a lot of healthy empowerment here, healthy self-esteem. People who don't belong, they just don't belong. You're not caught up on it anymore. There are people who are still caught up on you, Gemini, but you don't feel that. That's not reciprocal anymore. Unless that person is really showing up with really major growth, it would have to feel like a brand new start. It wouldn't be wise to take back anyone from the past right now unless it's truly a fresh start. It's almost like being with a new person because you have big work out there that you need to do and to get done. Center of your reading is spiritual and religious connections. You will be calling in people that you have deep spiritual connections with. That will be more fulfilling. Even those people in the past that you had spiritual connections with, soulmate connections, this will be at a higher level. There's someone new coming in if you're single. If you're dating a few different people, you know, or you'll get clear in May, you'll know who it is that you have serious spiritual chemistry with, spiritual connection. It's not just any old soulmate, okay? It's so intact. It's almost like I see Geminis, you're having visions, you're having vivid dreams of past life experiences with this person. I'm feeling Scorpio a little bit for you. Gemini, I'm definitely getting water sign. Is someone who has that kind of depth who can meet you there. That will be really intriguing to you, but it's more than just intriguing. It's like this person's really meant to be in your life. Following that, is it is safe for you to love? A love for Geminis has to be stable now. And also, Gemini, if you've been someone who's been a little all over the place in relationships in the past, whether you rekindle with somebody or you move forward with somebody new, you are also safe to love. Gemini, you're not so afraid of commitment anymore. Where does that come from? Well, you are exercising self-love so powerfully. I was channeling earlier, and I know this applies to Gemini. I will exercise too much self-love before I don't exercise enough at this stage in my life. Think about how powerful that is. Wow, Gemini, that was a crazy place for this to cut out. So Spirit's trying to get your attention here. Think about how powerful that statement is, okay? This is why love is safe. This is why you are safe to date. This is why you don't fear vulnerability and commitment anymore, or at least you're moving toward that. Because you know that you will step out of relationships that don't serve you, relationships that are not safe. You won't entertain that anymore. So you naturally feel more comfortable meeting new people because you trust how you will and you won't react to certain situations. And you know at the end of the day, you'll make solid, healthy decisions for yourself, okay? The self-love is clarified by attraction. You are so attractive to so many people right now because of this high level self-love and this high level confidence. You are meeting and attracting people to you almost obnoxiously. It feels a little obnoxious, but it also feels really fun if you're single. If you're not single, you're still attracting people to you, but it may be in the realm of friendships. If you are in a committed relationship, you are definitely still calling people in here, okay? It feels like friends. It feels like work opportunities. Let me grab this card that just flew.